What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to another unstoppable day of CS2 case market coverage. We're just going to be jumping right into this as we always do. We're not wasting your time. We're not wasting your money. Here with the cheapest and newest rare case on the market, the snakebite case, currently sitting at about 32 cents, down 3 cents from where it was about 2 days ago. Hasn't moved from yesterday, so keep your eye on that one, but I it's gonna be a while before we really start to see it move, and it's gonna take a lot of fluctuations in that time, so take everything that happens with the snakebite case for a while with a grain of salt. The clutch case still hovering around 63 cents. Hasn't moved too much up, but still up on the month a lot, started about 50 cents, just above that around a month ago, so up to 63 is looking very nice right now. CS20s have stayed the same, moved up about a cent from yesterday to 86. Still sitting at about 95 where they've been hovering for the past few days, so nothing too crazy on those. Same with the Prisma 2s, still sitting at about a buck six. Not too much movement on those. The danger zones are the one we've really seen a lot of movement on lately. Um, and with these, I wasn't 100% expecting it to keep in the 115 range, and maybe it won't. It could always go back down. But the way these have been getting bought up is actually pretty crazy. Like the rates at which people are buying the danger zone is very high right now. So I wouldn't doubt if these eventually moved up to 120 here soon, but I generally expect it to hover around this 115, 110 to 120 range for a little while. At least I thought it would. I mean, it's still growing heavily into that 115 and maybe past range soon. So we're going to see on that, but time will tell. The shadow case still sitting at about a buck 29. Not too much movement on that. Falchion's still been staying stagnant about 152. Horizons up to 164. So again, I mentioned how these would be going into 160. They have, and the market is starting to bolster a little more at this 160 price. So we could start to see it kind of hover there for a little while. But you never know. Revolver case looks like some offloaders. I was on this one earlier. Yeah, so sitting at about 290 on this case currently, which is pretty good for where it's been. I mean, starting the month at 246 and to about 290 now is a pretty humongous month on a case. And with these, honestly, I think I'm not one to make specific predictions. I just like to give general feelings of where I think it could be. But by the end of the year, I think it's almost a guarantee that we're going to see this at least get to 320. I think. I mean, I could be wrong, but it's kind of a guarantee it's going to get at least up to 320 and maybe probably higher than that. I like to go conservative because I don't like to, you know, make any crazy bold claims or anything, but you never know. And then on these medium tier price cases, we've really seen a lot of stagnation, not really any movement on a lot of these, honestly. If you've been watching them, really been staying stagnant. I mean, like completely. Some of them have fallen back a few cents, some are up like a couple cents, like the Phoenix back up to over $5, but really nothing going on a lot of these. And with these for investments, like I want to make a note of this because I've never really specifically mentioned this, but I generally recommend getting into the like under $1 and $1 cases just because I think overall you can have a higher percentage of gain if you hold them for like a decently long amount of time than like the $4 cases. But generally, you may or may not. Actually, probably not, honestly. No. Yeah, you probably wouldn't even make money faster on these than the other cases, but I don't think they're a bad investment because and again, this is very conservative. When I tell you these estimates, I genuinely believe these to be very conservative estimates. But I'm not going to be out here being brash. Um, but I think it's very plausible for these to get into the $8 range. All of these medium price cases that are within $3 and $4 within 4 years at the maximum. And I know to some people that sounds crazy, but I really don't think it is. And if you look at the paths the other cases that are currently sitting at this price range took, especially the ones that were more popular and had more drops and that were still semi-newer cases, um, like the breakout and the glove case, I genuinely believe that we're going to see that pattern with all of these cases over a matter of years. I'm not talking 6 months or 2 years. I'd say like at least by like 4 years, we're going to be seeing uh, these cases reach those levels. But again, with these like 80 cent and $1 cases, buck 50, maybe $2 cases, they could get up to $4 or something within those 4 years. And then, and it could be longer than that. It could be, but I still believe 4 years to be a conservative estimate, just on where I've been seeing the market go. And I have friends that are even a little more confident that it will be much quicker than that. But I don't like to get too brash. But yeah. So with these lower price cases, they could be going up to like $4 or something. So if you think about your profit margin from $4 to $8, you're doubling your money. If you're thinking about it from $1 to $4, you're quadrupling your money. So it's it is what it is. It's really wherever you want to feel it out. Like if you have certain confidence in a case, do your own research. I'm not the one to, specifically give you like invest like advice on every single case because for example, when I was investing, I put which I could have gone to an even worse route. Like I could have gone to the shadow case, the danger zones, and the clutch cases when I was doing my investing. Those were also low at the time when I was buying. Same with the CS20s. I could have gone with those too, because they're all roughly the same price when I was buying. And I chose the Horizons and the revolvers were in there too. I did get some revolvers, but I ended up choosing the Horizons to get the bulk of my cases on, which wasn't a horrible choice because it was better than some other ones on the market that were still like at that very cheap range when I got them, like 6 cents or something. Um, and the revolvers were that too. And I got substantially more Horizons than revolvers. Like if you imagine if I got all revolver cases, then I would have, a very my cases would be worth much more money than they are right now. We'll just say that. So but I didn't, and that's why, like, I'm not a psychic. I'm not gonna be able to pick the perfect case. I'm gonna give you ones that I feel good about that I think will perform well, and I think the Horizon, based on the cases I was considering buying at the time, did perform pretty well. I'm glad I didn't get it, worse off one as my primary investment, I guess. But and I did do like a few thousand of separate cases, but I got like I believe it is 12,000 of the Horizons. Like, I think I only got 1,000 or 2,000 danger zones. I think like I thought I had 2,000, but I think I have something like 1,200 revolvers, and a few thousand in other random cases. Some Prismas too. I did get Prismas, but I got the Balkan Horizons. It wasn't a horrible choice, wasn't the best, and that's why I'm telling you guys. I don't want to be like the guy to be like when people ask me, "What case do you want me to get?" It's like, nah, I mean, I don't know, man. You never know which one's gonna take uh leaps above the other ones by 4 years from now. You just don't know, So do your own research. Go with what you feel, ladies and gentlemen. I'm just here to produce and present to you the facts every single day of what's going on in this market. So thank you all for coming out to another day of tremendous market coverage. Nobody can stop it. Uh, Not even the internet. I had to record this like 5 times because my internet kept going out. I don't know what it is. But thank you all for coming out, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a tremendous evening.